extra surface energy and it can happen. So atoms can randomly go and sit on this phase, this green board, suppose it is a phase which is growing. This atom is also atom of that phase. So growing meaning, and so atom is getting attached to it, and this will come up, this will grow this way. So this can happen only under very high undercooling. The same undercooling which was giving you driving force for nucleation, here also it will give you driving force for growth. Same driving force, same undercooling, same driving force will be applicable for growth. But very high undercooling is necessary because one atom being attached so much exposed surface or broken bonds, so new surface you can think of, it's difficult. So very high undercooling only this can happen in random position, an atom can get attached and this can grow. So uniform growth, this is called uniform growth, where randomly any point of the surface of the product that is growing, so the whole thing is the product which is growing. So randomly any point of the surface that is growing can grow. So that is the uniform growth can happen only if under two conditions. If there is enough driving force available, which is enough delta T is available, which is equal to driving force. Or the surface is very rough. Why rough? If it is very smooth, one atom has comes and everything here is exposed or broken bonds. So lots of surface energy is much higher. If it is rough, then say it will be like this, then the new atom that is coming and of the same thing which is growing, then all these are, so no new bonds are created. So if it is very rough, the surface is rough, then randomly atoms can get attached and this can grow. So uniform growth is possible under these two conditions. But what is non-uniform growth? If there is not enough, there is insufficient undercooling, insufficient driving force for this random thing to happen, then the atom actually goes and gets attached. It tries to find which location in the surface there is a kink formation. This type of thing. So if this is the surface and so you can think of this layer is one layer high. So this upper layer, this is an upper layer that is being formed, and there is a step that has formed. So an atom can go and get attached there. So that thing, or if there is this type of thing, then it can get attached to that. So this type of growth will happen how? Then so this tip will grow like first like this along the face of the thing, and then that's along the face of that step. So this is a step formation. So the skin will grow first this way along, and once that is done, then the whole step will grow forward this way. And once the whole layer is thus formed, so the whole thing is growing this way out of the bowl. So this is another layer. In that layer, one king, this king, the atom gets attached. That grows along the face of the step. The step then slowly grows this way. And with such growth, one layer of new atoms are forming, and the product is growing this way. This is non-uniform growth. Non-uniform growth can happen at the kinks or ledges where where atoms can go and find. Now, one source of ledge like this is formation of on a surface formation of a two-dimensional disk type of one layer, two-dimensional layer of atoms. If somehow cluster of atoms that forms on the surface of the product that is growing, of the same atoms of the product. So it's a disk type of thing, one layer out. So it's a thin disk of layer, say thickness D and radius R. Then and this layer formation is kind of similar thermal fluctuation by randomly some cluster of group of atoms that is forming a two-dimensional layer like this. So there is a critical radius above which it will be stable or below which it will not be stable. And if you draw the map that the layer interfacial energy equal to the, okay, what is the volume of this? Pi r square, if thickness is T, multiplied by delta GV, plus what is the interfacial energy that is being created?
2 pi r.
Actually, the interface that is giving more energy, that has more energy, is the side of that. This surface will not have that. Okay, so the side of it is 2 pi r T. So that is the delta G that is forming. Delta G is for the formation of this. So gamma is the surface energy of the at the edge of the disk. So the maximum value of delta G occurs at a critical radius RC. So this delta G, you can take delta GV as negative. So like we did before, we just wrote these two terms, and we know that delta GV is negative. Then only it can form at certain amplitude. Then you just take the derivative with respect to R, that will give you RC. Just do that and RC or R star. But that you will find that it is nothing but gamma by delta GV. And your delta GV, you know that it is nothing but delta HV multiplied by delta T over TE. So RC is just put those values. So gamma E over delta HV delta T, and in the numerator it will be TE. If you put the values, you will find that for 5 degree undercooling, this critical size of this two-dimensional nucleus that is forming for the growth, because once this forms, another atom comes and gets attached to that ledge at the side of the disk. Then the growth can happen. But this has to form. So this is one source of this type of kink or this kind of state that is on the surface of the product that is growing. So what we are finding out, that there is a critical size of this two-dimensional thing, nucleus, that is needed for it to be stable, and that size, critical size, is given by this, which if you put the values, typical values of the terms here, you will find around 100 atoms are necessary. So a group of 100 atoms to be closely together and form this type of two-dimensional thing, then only it will be stable, and then only further atoms can get attached to it and form. Now if it is, so if solid is forming, this crystal is forming from vapor, in the vapor phase or gaseous phase, clustering of 100 atoms together in that density is rather difficult. It is not possible. So from vapor to solid, that supply of this, the formation of this type of nucleus is very difficult. However, in case of liquid, as liquid density is not much different from the solid, that type of 100 atoms cluster can happen. So from liquid to solid, this type of cluster or two-dimensional nuclei formation is much more frequent. So you can form this type of, and then more atoms can get attached, and the growth can happen in non-uniform way. But non-uniform growth is possible at very fast rate, or liquid to solid, or in solid state. What happens? Sometimes that if there is a screw dislocation on the surface, say on this surface, if there is a screw, or
So what
is your question?
What is this? Is a nucleus.
It's a nucleus in two dimensions with a thickness of certain small thickness p. So it's a, but that nucleus or that cluster of atoms are of the same atoms as that one, because we are considering the growth surface. Now growth, so something already there, and the same thing will grow. It can grow two ways. Atoms has to get attached to it. On a smooth surface, getting one atom attachment or small number of group of attachment will create enough surface energy. So it is the balance between these two, surface energy and the delta GV, that will tell you that whether it is possible or not. So only one atom or two atoms, it's not possible. It will go back, it will not be stable. And once it is this two-dimensional nucleus of the same thing over the product of the another layer of product is done, then next atoms can get attached to those sides and growth can happen. So this type of screw dislocation can form or intersect at the surface, and once it is there, this will act as a kink or ledge, and atoms can get attached to those and growth can happen. But note that it is pinned there. So when growth happens, it will happen like spiral way. It's a spiral growth process. So what I want to say, if solid forms or crystal forms from liquid, or solid forms over solid in the solid state itself, this type of two-dimensional nucleus clustering of that many number of atoms is very much possible, and frequency of it is also very high. And in solid also, lots of dislocations intersects on the surface, and you will get those type of atomic level state kink where atoms can get attached. So number of available such sites where atoms can get attached and growth can happen is very high. So it is not the availability. If it is that number is very low, then the growth rate will be dependent on rate of availability of those edges. But if it is very high, then the growth rate we can consider, growth can be regarded as single atom movement across the interface, the way we will deal further. So I have some class test question papers.